Uh, can you guys hear me? Oh. 1 second, I gotta move this up. Hi. So I'm Tomoyo. Well, we'll get to that in a second, but you could just call me Tomo for short. I am 524 years old. I guess you could say I'm physically 24. And my birthday. I am a Leo, born on August 10th. I am 5 feet. So that's about 152 centimeters. 5 feet. I'm pretty short, but I make up for other things, so it's fine. Being short's not the worst thing because, well, I have wings, so height doesn't matter when you can fly. As you can tell, I'm a vampire, if you can tell. I do have these 2 tags on the bottom. The art tag, which is #bloodarts. And the OC tag, she's like a part of a band. It's a fictional band that I made up with my OCs. But I don't know, I thought it would be maybe useful to leave it there just in case. Because I do plan on posting more art, drawing more art of my OCs in the specific band that they're in, which is Selenodromion. So, I actually don't know how to pronounce it. Selenodromion. Google Translate will say it for you. Likes and dislikes. I like anything horror, anything scary. I love horror movies. I don't really get scared that easily, unless it's games. The one thing I can't do is horror games. I'm gonna have fun when I play Resident Evil. So yeah, horror stuff. I love scary stuff, slashers, you name it. I like nostalgic web stuff. So anything probably from like 2000s, like the early 2000s to as late as early 2010. I love the old anime styles and all of the gaudy graphic design from it. There's a charm to it that I don't know, I just love it. Maybe it's just me being nostalgic about it because I saw that as a kid. I love snakes. I dream of having a leucistic ball python specifically because they are so cute. I also want like a hognose snake. I love hognoses. They're so cute. Oh, guys with long hair and girls with short hair. So I don't know why, but I really, really, really have this attraction to men with long hair. I don't know what it is, but it's so hot. It's culture. I can't say no to it. I like heavy metal. Well, actually, technically speaking, I like anything that isn't country. I'm sorry. I know everyone says that they don't like country, and I don't either. Some of my favorites off the top of my head would be like, Slipknot, Ice Nine Kills. Oh, their new album is so good. I love their stuff because it's also horror themed, so it's like amazing. Yeah, symphonic metal. I love symphonic metal. I really like piano and like heavy metal put together. I think it's such a wonderful combination, and I wish people would do it more often. Mostly, I would probably put it more at like metalcore. I like metalcore, post-hardcore, melodic metal. Dislikes. I hate insects, especially spiders. I forgot to put the end parentheses on that, just ignore that. I have way too many horror stories of me being terrorized by spiders. It's unbelievable. I'll get random dreams about just spiders everywhere, and I'll wake up like with my heart racing because they're trying to kill me. Mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms. It's not the flavor that I dislike. It is the texture. I don't like it. I don't like biting into it. I don't know what it is about it. You know when you bite into meat and there's like fat in it, but there's like a huge deposit of it, and you'll chew it, but it doesn't break. It's chewy, and it just tastes like fat, but it's like gummy almost. Aiming with a controller. Not to be that person that goes PC Master Gaming Race, but I hate aiming with a controller if it's like shooters. Even though I grew up on consoles, I hate it. I don't consider myself amazing at shooters or anything, but I am way better with a mouse and keyboard than I am with controllers. I would rather die than aim with a controller. Humid weather. I don't like the feeling of being wet. I can handle cold and wet, but I cannot handle hot and wet. It's not as easy to cool down. And I don't like sweating either, so that just makes it a whole lot worse. And the last one, I don't like being bossed around. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I like telling people what to do, but I don't like being told what to do. Anime and manga. I love Naruto. I used to draw a lot of Naruto fan art. Like a lot. It was like basically all I drew in like 2019 to 2020. I love Uchihas. Madara and Itachi are my favorites. And coincidentally, they both have long hair, so yeah. Fullmetal Alchemist. This one's more out of nostalgia, but I still love it. It was like one of the first animes that I watched that I loved. Like, I was obsessed. Higurashi, also kind of nostalgic to me. It definitely introduced me to a lot of weird, dark concepts. I probably shouldn't have been watching that at my age, but I was, and I thought it was cool. It was just a big influence on me. So, Ranma 1/2. Childhood memories. I can't say if it holds up, but it was also a very big part of my childhood. I wanted to be Ranma so bad. I thought he was so cool. I was like, wow, I want to learn martial arts like him. I want to beat people up. Luckily, I didn't do any of those things. Madoka Magica. I would have put Sailor Moon, but I think that's kind of... Everyone knows Sailor Moon, and everyone... Like, a lot of people like it. It's like... You know, I just like magical girl anime in general. Urasawa's Monster. So that one is a newer anime I've watched, and I say newer, but it's actually quite old. I think it's from 2005. I don't know. I haven't finished it, but I really, really like it. And JoJo's okay. I like it. It's silly, it's goofy, it's kind of stupid, but it's funny. I don't know what it awakened within me, but ever since then, I haven't been the same. Part 2 is actually my favorite. Joseph is my favorite JoJo. I love him. Okay, games! I like a huge variety of games, so this is just what I'm thinking of off the top of my head. But gacha games! So I mainly play stuff like Grand Blue Fantasy, Fate Grand Order. Arknights, I play occasionally, but I haven't logged onto it in a while. I played a little bit of Azur Lane, played some Girls Frontline. I don't play Candy Crush. Candy Crush sucks! No, I don't believe that, but... It feels good to say. The amount of effort I'm willing to put in a gacha depends on how much I like the character. The one exception is Grand Blue Fantasy. I just also really like that game. An open world, I don't know if that's like the correct category I would put this in, but Elder Scrolls Fallout, I love Dragon's Dogma. I don't know why, I just do. The chests drive me insane. I like stopped because I got sick of trying to reset for this armor piece. It was supposed to be like a level 3 piece of armor for a whole set. I probably stabbed myself in the chest at least 20 times, and I kept getting the same stuff. Oh, those chests. I am at the mercy of those chests. And shooters. I didn't really know what else to put in here because I wrote that, but then I realized I don't really play a lot of shooters. If I'm looking for an adrenaline rush, I really like it. I have 1,000 hours on TF2. I would like come home every day from school and I would just go on my computer. I said, fuck homework. I went on the computer and I would practice rocket jumping for hours, or I would practice stair stabbing for hours. I wanted to become the best spy. I play it occasionally just to get some laughs. I honestly had a lot of bad experiences on there, but I also had a lot of good ones. So I know I wrote Call of Duty, but I only play one Call of Duty game, and it's the 2019 Modern Warfare, and I want to put a disclaimer. I do not like Blizzard Activision. I don't remember when I bought it, but I bought it before I found out about all that Blizzard Activision shit. And while I do enjoy playing it, I did not grow up with Call of Duty, so I can only handle it at like very small intervals. I just want to put that out there. I do not wish to support them. I will enjoy Modern Warfare and maybe Warzone, but I am not ever gonna give them my money. Here are some goals I have. So the number one thing, I want to improve my singing and learn how to scream. That's right. Me. I want to learn how to scream. I want to be... I want to do it. I don't consider myself tone deaf by any means when it comes to singing, but it is like it's one thing to be able to hit the notes, and then it's another to actually be good at singing. So I want to improve my artistic skills and workflow. I think that's kind of a general one, but to be honest, I feel like I don't post a lot of art because I get drained very quickly. I want to be more efficient at art. And I want to get better at it. The third bullet kind of follows with that. Go fully freelance and sell my own merchandise. That's pretty self-explanatory. I've always dreamed of selling my own stuff. Make lots of VTuber friends. That's also pretty self-explanatory. I want to expand my network because I also don't really know a lot of VTuber friends, like, personally. I'd like to get more on a personal level. I hope... That didn't sound weird, did it? Okay, well... Next bullet. I want to learn Korean and Japanese. I actually am Korean. I unfortunately am not fluent. The other day I went to a Korean-run clinic to get a shot, and everyone there looked at me and they were like, oh, and then they started immediately speaking in Korean, and then I was like, oh no, I'm not fluent. And the quiet disappointment I see on their faces when they realize that this Korean girl doesn't actually know Korean. I can read it, but I can't speak it. And I can kind of understand it. I mostly just understand, like, whatever my family tells me. Like, my parents, but... So I should probably brush up on that. And Japanese is also mostly for utility. So I interact with a lot of Japanese media. I consume a lot of it, so I think it would be nice to be able to actually understand what I'm seeing. All right, finally, credits. So general model and rigs and overlays were done by me. Yours truly. I actually made this model quite a while ago. I made it probably back in June-ish. July? August? Somewhere in the summer. So the logo on the bottom left was done by a Fiverr artist from Indonesia. Check out their work. It's really good. When I was trying to look for someone to do the kind of logo style that I wanted to for my, I guess my streams and for art reasons, I tried to do it myself. It is really hard. So the intro background music is done by Dark Cabin Studios. It's actually just, it's not a custom one. I purchased it off of them. So you can too if you want to use it. I really like their stuff. They make some really good background music. Yeah, and the main background music is just a music box arrangement I found on YouTube by a user named Bad Wabbits. Stingers are from Spooky on Twitter. He's got a whole list of free to use music and stingers. So really good stuff. Ah! It's so big! Okay, it's really big. I don't know if you can read any of the text, but so the outfit on the right is her stage outfit, which when I was making the art and the rig for the VTuber avatar, I wasn't sure whether or not I should do her stage outfit or her default. I just ended up going with the default in the end, mostly because I wanted to have the wings. I don't know, I feel like the default outfit looked a little better in terms of that. Yeah, I think it gets across the fact that I'm definitely or probably a vampire. I also just really like Gothic Lolita fashion. I wanted to animate the dress. I wanted to see the dress move around, so I decided to go with that. But maybe one day I'll do the stage outfit. A lot of inspiration was taken from, like, almost like mall goth. And in the middle, down there, is her guitar. Her electric guitar, which is... I wish I had that in real life, but I do not, so... I guess I haven't showed you my full body. Here I am. In my full glory. Hello. Without my wings, unfortunately. I guess I could show you them, but I might have to zoom out really far, because they're gonna get cut off. Oh! Oh, not bad! There are a few changes I would like to make in the future, but I think for now, it's okay. I'm probably gonna keep them off most of the time because they take up a lot of space. So if I move too much, it's probably gonna cut off, and then it's gonna look weird. So, yeah, I guess I'll move on to expressions. So we have the blush. This is me when I see Leon in Resident Evil 2. I have like a sparkly eye thing. Also me when I see Leon. And then I have hard eyes for when I see Leon. Every expression I have is when I see Leon. We have my sadistic one. Well, I'm here to tell you that you're pathetic, that you'll never amount to anything. Only if you want to be degraded. I am a sadist by nature, after all. Then I have my smug. It's a little subtle, but I wanted it to be, so. Heh. Annoyed. This is me when I have to do puzzles in games. Or me getting teabagged in a game of shoot the ship, Call of Duty. This is me when I die in Minecraft wearing all diamond armor. And then we have the classic. I'm sad. This is me when I don't get my mozzarella sticks. And then I have fear for when I'm playing something scary. I have a few horror games anyway to stream. Does Resident Evil count? I'm probably gonna be too thirsty to pay attention to the scary parts. Yeah, well, it's not horror if I'm gonna be playing it because... Yeah, I'm gonna be running around and be like, oh no, Mr. X is chasing me, I'm so scared. And then I'm gonna look at Leon and be like, oh, I totally forgot. I'm gonna forget about the fact that I'm being chased. No worries. I won't get a little too rowdy, but I will, let's just say I'm gonna enjoy myself. Okay. I don't like how I worded that. I will enjoy the gameplay. Alright, so I'm gonna go get some dinner, work on more stream stuff. Alright, bye everyone! Bye! Thank you for coming!